Hi, I'm Lynette, aka London Makeup Artistry, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for coming by, and I hope you will stay a while. And if you are not new here, thank you so much for coming back. Today I am bringing you an eyeshadow tutorial on this look right here. Soak it all in, soak it all in, yeah. And I used the Kat Von D Saint Sinner palette. If you like these types of videos, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe, because I do eyeshadow tutorials along with makeup hauls and reviews and first impressions and swatches every week here on my channel. Now I have a video wherein I swatch some of the shades in this palette. If you missed it, no worries. I will link it here and in the description box below. And this is what she looks like. Isn't she pretty? Now, after the tutorial, I will be giving you my thoughts about this palette. I've used it a few times now, and I have an opinion on how I feel about it. So, if you'd like to hear about that, stay tuned, okay? And if you would like to see how I achieved this icy blue-gray look today using the Kat Von D Saint and Sinner palette, then keep on watching. I'm going to start off using the LA Girl Pro HD concealer in the color Fawn, and I'm going to be using this as my eyeshadow primer. All the products that I mentioned will be listed in the description box below, and now I'm just going to blend that out with a shader brush. And now this is the NYX Cosmetics Blame It on Midnight eyeshadow, and I'm using that to set the concealer. Now I'm going to go into the crease with Makeup Geek's Prom Night, and it is a shimmer gray shade. Yes, a shimmer shade in the crease. Ooh. Now I'm going to go into the Kat Von D Saint Sinner palette, and I'm going to use the shade Cathedral. I'm going to wet my brush with the MAC Fix Plus, and I'm going to use a combination of swiping and patting motions with my Sigma E55 short shader brush. And this is going to be a fairly simple look. It just requires a lot of blending, like all eyeshadow looks, I suppose. And I'm going to go back into the palette a couple of times, only spraying my brush once to make sure I build up the intensity on the lid. Now I'm going back into the palette. I'm going to pick up Exorcism, which is a pretty matte blue shade with violet purple undertones, and I'm going to place that in the outer V using a small flat shader brush. I believe this is a Delium Tools brush. I love this brush. And I'm just going to place the color and pat it and swipe it, back and forth motions and patting motions on the outer V, and then I'm going to bring it into the crease about 3/4 of the way into the crease as well, and blend it out as I go. Now I'm taking a clean brush, I believe this is a Sigma E25, and I'm just blending out that blue shade Exorcism that I placed in the outer V. You want to make sure everything is blended smoothly together. And then back in with the same blue. Now when you see when I blend it out, it kind of turns sort of dark, and it looked like a dark blue, dark grayish. I lost some of that purple violet blue color once I started blending it out, which was disappointing. Now I'm going back in with Cathedral once again, and I'm patting it back onto the lid, because with all that blending in the outer V, kind of lost some of the intensity. Back with Prom Night and blending out the edges to make sure everything is blending smoothly together. And then that is the NYX Blame It on Midnight, touching up under the brow, using it as my underbrow highlight. And now I'm just cleaning up the fallout, of which there was a lot, with a makeup wipe, which is not unusual for Kat Von D eyeshadows, I find. Now with my Rimmel Scandal Eyes shadow stick in Trespassing
Trespassing Taupe. I'm going to use that as a primer for the shades I'm going to blend on my lower lash line, and back in with Exorcism in that same Delium Tools shader brush, and I'm placing that on the lower lash line, making sure I blend it and connect it to my wing. This is Immaculate from the palette, and I wish I had sprayed it with some Fix Plus. It would have been a lot more vibrant, but I didn't. And I'm blending it into that Exorcism. And the Exorcism I only put on the outer quarter of my lid, and then the green shade I put the rest of the way. And now I'm using Heaven, a shimmery, like white grayish shade that I'm placing in the inner corner with a small pencil brush. And now I'm lining my waterline with a black eyeliner. And here are the eyes. I used the Inglot Gel number 77 eyeliner to create the wing off camera. And I think these are the Kissed Lashes in Boudoir.
And I finished off my look today using my MAC lip liner in the color Chestnut. Did you think I had used anything else? Really? Really though? And I used a lip gloss from the Fenty Beauty Galaxy collection. And this is, I believe this is Gal on the Moon. Now, the Kat Von D Saint and Sinner palette. I have had it for a little while now, and I've used it 3 times. I may insert a photo of one of the other looks that I did with it somewhere here in this video. I've used about almost half of the shades in the palette. There's 24 shades in the palette. I've used approximately 11, a mixture of matte and the shimmer shades, and I like it. I've really been enjoying the palette. I like Kat Von D eyeshadows. I have several of her palettes. These shadows perform. They are consistent with the other shadows in the other palettes she's released. She's pretty consistent with her formula. The mattes are pigmented and for the most part easy to blend, and the metallic and shimmer shades are really buttery soft, smooth, and very pretty. Now these 2 topper shades here, Rapture and Absolution, I know my lights are really bright, so you might not be seeing the color really, but those 2 are kind of like topper shades, very glittery, really not my cup of tea, but you know, they're fine. The matte shades are very nice. Now this purple one that I used today, this is Exorcism. Now this one I wasn't too happy with. It was my first time using it today, and I love the color that it is when I patted it and first applied it, but then when I started to blend it out, and it blended out very easily as you saw, when I started to blend it out, I kind of lost that purple, and now my eye sort of looks gray, like it all looks kind of icy bluish gray. I really lost that purple shade, that purple color. So not really happy about that one, but all of the other mattes that I have used have stayed true to color. So I like that. This Cathedral shade that I used today, beautiful. I mean, really all of the shimmer like metallic shades are just gorgeous, just gorgeous. And this is a palette. I know a lot of people looked at it initially and thought, oh, it looks like it's just all these random colors. I don't like the way she arranged it. But there's a real big variety of colors in here, and you can put together a lot of different looks with this palette, and I like that. So I'm very happy with the palette. I'm happy with the shades, I'm happy with the colors, and I'm happy with the way the shadows perform. And of course, I love the packaging. I mean, one of the reasons why I buy Kat Von D is not just for the quality of the product, but the packaging is always unique and beautiful. So that's my little review, my few little thoughts on this Saint and Sinner palette. I hoped that you enjoyed this video today. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe, because I do videos, makeup, beauty related videos every Saturday here on my channel. Thanks for joining me today. I hope I'll see you again next week. Until then, bye-bye.